Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode. Very exciting episode. I know I've been saying it every episode, but it's a very exciting episode. I have here Stefan Ciancio with me. He's a good friend. He's a very honest and ethical marketer we're going to discuss his newest product, right? Rapid Traffic Masterclass.
Masterclass, yep.
Great. And this Rapid Traffic Masterclass is all about getting traffic, lots of traffic, free traffic that converts, right? And that is what we're going to focus here. So, Stefan, how are you? How are you feeling? Uh, Tell us a little bit about the product and how you're feeling.
I'm doing good, Tom. I'm excited for the release of this product. Actually, quite a few people who I gave this to before. Obviously, we
Mm,
haven't launched yet, but I've given some access to a few people, and it's really exciting because they've all gotten results already. And one person's doing upwards of 500 visitors a day and is making money with this method. And it's pretty impressive. So the method involves getting, I stumbled upon a way to get tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of visitors a month with free traffic. Um, basically, I'm doing it through Pinterest. That's the website, and it's basically a little known way to get tons of traffic that, as far as I could see, is works in just about any niche. And I've never seen a product launch like this before. I've never seen this type of method ever launched, ever talked about anywhere. So it's really powerful. And once I stumbled upon it, I'm like, oh my God, my first month I got 60,000 visitors. And then now in my last 30 days, I've had 80,000 plus visitors. And yes, I'm making money from them with Google AdSense. And I was talking to Brett Rutecki on an interview with him. And we agreed, we're like, Google AdSense is actually really low payout compared to a lot of other monetization strategies.
yeah.
So it's like you look at it, I'm making between $20 and $60 a day with Google AdSense. And that is not doesn't seem like a lot of money until you realize it's entirely passive and I'm putting no effort into this. And if I was going to be doing CPA or e-commerce or affiliate marketing with these visitors, I would be making, or email marketing, I would be making tons more than just
Yeah.
that. So, and what the beauty is for the customer, you have choice. You could just put up sites with Google AdSense, and you can make as many as you want and make $50 to $60, even potentially $100 to $150 a day with
Hmm.
each one with time, and just make as many as you want and make passive income from Google AdSense. Or you could build a couple sites up, do CPA, e-commerce, affiliate marketing, email marketing, and make way more money per visitor. So you have a choice. It depends on how much work you want to put in and
Yeah.
how passive you want to keep it. So you really have a lot of options there. So excuse me, I'm really excited to bring this to people because I don't think there's ever been anything like this, and I feel like this is finally going to give people that power to start driving traffic in
Hmm.
any niche really fast. Like I've never seen free traffic come in this fast before. I mean, my second month, 80,000 visitors. That's a lot,
Yeah. It's
you
crazy.
know?
I mean, when I first heard that and saw the headline and everything, so we're talking here about traffic that can be monetized in many ways. Traffic that is free, traffic that converts, and traffic which is free and comes in the tens of thousands. It's something unheard of. So I want to know some insider things about that, right? I want to know. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Sure. So it is free social traffic. It's coming from Pinterest. It's
Okay.
using so there's other Pinterest courses out there, but all they talk about is build a profile, get followers, and post stuff to your account. That's not what this is. This is something that works much more effectively. You're still going to be building your profile, but that's not where the traffic is coming from. It's coming from a different method that I don't want to go too into on here, but basically it's
Yeah.
very simple. And basically what it does is it allows you to kind of get passive traffic every day that keeps growing with time. And it's something that if you walk away in 2 months, you'll still have traffic there. So it's not like you're the paid traffic where, as soon as you stop paying, it shuts off. This is something where this traffic keeps rolling. So
Hmm.
it's really, really great. Um, and I've been looking for something like this for a long time. And I was actually telling
Yeah, I
Brett, like,
bet.
yeah, and I think I actually told you too. I'm planning on making this my full-time like business is going to be around this method. So I mean, when someone says something like that, it seems like a bold claim, but like I'm serious about this. Like that's how much I value this product because I'm following this method myself to actually build my full-time business. So I hope that inspires people out there to say that this is legitimate. This is really
Hmm.
going to be, helpful.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely. It sounds great. I had a chance to play with it. go through some of it. Just didn't find enough time to fully review it. I'll review it obviously. So if anyone's wondering, really good, bad, upsells, bonuses, all those things, you can find it below this video. But you know what I was wondering about this traffic and about this traffic source and about this strategy in general. Are we talking here about something that people can, without any experience, begin with, any experience whatsoever?
Yeah, of course, because I'm giving you video instructions. I mean, if you can follow videos, then you could have luck with this. There's no coding. There's no anything
Exactly,
difficult.
that's
I
what
mean,
I was asking. No budgets, coding, how much time, hiring a VA to do these things. How complicated is that?
you could start spending 20 minutes a day. I mean, the first step that I'd say the biggest step is getting a website, which is not hard to do. I show exactly how to do it, and this isn't not expensive. I mean, you can get your first month of hosting for $3,
Hmm.
and then get WordPress for free. And I show you how to do this, set that all up in like 15, 20
Yeah.
minutes, so it's not hard. And then the next step is you need a way to get the traffic to your site from Pinterest. So I show you exactly how to do that, and you can either outsource that part or you can do it yourself. And if you do it yourself, it'll be free, and it doesn't take long at all. So this method is very easy. I mean, you could use it in
Hmm.
almost any niche. Like I have make money online stuff that I'm doing with this, and even that niche is on Pinterest alive and well, marketing related. But not only that, I have a dog site that I'm using this method for, and then you could do anything from gardening to fashion to travel. And I mean, Pinterest is mostly women dominated, but that's actually a good thing for us because women spend more online. It's been statistically proven. So
Yeah.
uh, basically, at the end of the day, you have a really engaged audience of women that really want to buy stuff. So it's actually a really good market to tap into.
And it's also, it can be monetized really good with ecom, right?
Absolutely, and I show exactly how to do that. So just like I was saying before, Google AdSense is like on the easier, not really high payout spectrum. But
Yeah.
outside of that, I mean, you could do e-commerce, you could do affiliate marketing, CPA with this, and you could get tons of traffic to I'm sure anyone watching this is, chances are they're still struggling with the traffic part. I mean, maybe they can't afford the paid traffic, and I've been there, so I understand that. But free traffic, you're going to be for SEO, you're going to be waiting forever. I mean, there's something called the Google Sandbox, which
Hmm.
is 6 months before your site can get ranked for anything, really. So forget about 6 months. I mean, this is I called it Rapid Traffic Masterclass for a reason. This is rapid traffic. I mean,
Sounds
you
great.
you get yeah, you get tens of thousands of visitors your first month. So it's I can't give you an exact number on how many you're going to get, but I know it's fast. I know it's going to be a hell of a lot faster than
Hmm.
SEO and no money compared to paid traffic. And not only that, actually, like I was talking with Brett and Mike from Maine, and they brought up a good point. You could make two of these sites and you could flip one for 20 times what you're making per month. Give them the method with it and say, look, this is how you maintain it.
Yeah.
Your Pinterest, you have minimal work, almost no work, and the money and the visitors are going to keep rolling. And if you're making $60 a day from your site, that's 1,800 a month. So you can probably get between thirty to $40,000
For that
flipping
flip.
that site. Yeah, and that's a lot of money for a lot of people,
Yeah.
And guess what? You know the method. Build another one. And I'm giving you all these options in for $15. So we didn't get the price yet, but for 4 days it's going to be $15 to $17. Early bird is 15, and then 17 on
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
higher end, and then it's eventually going to become 147 is what I'm going to sell this at because that's how powerful this method is. So people who want to get in, I hope you realize getting in at the $15 mark is a lot better than getting in at 147. So,
Yeah.
uh, so I hope you get in at that $15 mark.
Yeah, definitely. I sure hope so. I always recommend people because we know this launch space, we know how it works. It's always cheaper in the beginning, and it usually increases over time in a dime sale. So people know that the earlier they get it, the cheaper it will be, right? And about the strategy, I was wondering about if there are any hidden costs. Except I know traffic is free, but any hidden costs? People may wonder about this.
So there's optional costs. I wouldn't say hidden, but so the hosting is a fixed cost.
Hmm.
You can get that as little as $3 a month. I'd say the other optional costs are paying for content because you're gonna need some content to drive traffic.
Hmm.
Um, Paying for graphics, which you could also outsource, or you could do yourself with PicMonkey or Canva, the way I show, or you could outsource it. I have a guy in Fiverr that does $1 per graphic, so it's not like it's expensive.
Hmm.
And you don't need a lot of graphics to start. And outside that. optional software. So really optional content graphics and software would be the quote unquote hidden cost. If you don't want to spend a lot of, too much time on this and you want to outsource the whole thing, those would be
Mm,
some inexpensive ways to kind of outsource that. But I wouldn't say hidden, more optional. And I lay out how to do it with and without spending money in
yeah.
my course. So you have the option.
So it's kind of like do it manually through the course or automate it through uh, an optional resource, right?
Yeah.
Automation. Okay, great. So it's
And I
great
show
that
both.
it's awesome that it's optional. I really love that it's optional. They can do it manually or they can make it faster. It makes sense, you know. You have courses out there in softwares, by the way, that say something one thing on the sales page and have on the product itself a completely different thing.
Yep.
And you need to. That's why I asked about the hidden costs because sometimes they are. So person buys for $20 and then he needs to pay $500 for optimized press and for lead
Yeah.
pages, and and without them it doesn't work. So the strategy works based on. Okay, great. That's good to hear. That's really fun to hear.
Yeah, this is very inexpensive to start, and honestly, the upside potential is huge. And I just want to share one thing. I have an
Yeah, yeah.
article that I put up on my dog site, and I didn't even write this. I outsourced it for $5. In the past 7 days alone, it's made me $50. That one article.
Hmm.
So the return on investment from having that $5 spent to outsource it
Yeah,
has made me already in the past week 10 times my investment.
yeah.
So you look at it that way, it's absolutely amazing, you know?
It's completely passive, basically. Um,
It's a passive income because once you do the initial work, it keeps rolling. But obviously, with passive income, you still keep building. Like I used to do Kindle books, and once you put a book up, you make passive income. But you have to keep putting more books up to grow that passive income.
mhm.
This is a very similar type thing. You have to keep putting up new stuff, but you could do like literally spend like once it's rolling and you're happy and you're making, I don't know, $30 to $50 a day or 100 or $200 a day, and you're
Yeah,
happy. You can maintain it in like an hour a week. It's not
mhm.
like it's going to be so much effort to maintain this because it just keeps going once you have everything in place. So, and if you are making good money from it,
Mm.
you can reinvest some of that money in getting that outsourcing to make it even less work for you. So,
Yeah.
a lot of options there.
There are many options. And
Exactly.
realistically, when can people expect money, right? Through the strategy. Realistically, let's be honest.
Well, if you have no site, if you're starting from zero, because there's probably a lot of people watching this who already have a CPA offer or
Yeah,
affiliate offer they
probably.
want to try, or an e-com store. So for the people who are starting from complete scratch, I mean, and I also don't know the individual. I don't know how fast they're going to work. But if you're working in the first week, I don't know, let's say five, because again, it's going to be a little bit more work in the beginning to get your site set up. But assuming
Hmm.
you get your site set up and you have a couple of pieces of content on there, your first week, assuming you do all that your first week, you should
Hmm.
be making money and getting visitors by your second week.
Okay,
Um,
so it's also pretty fast because many methods promise same day, and I think that unless you have the whole system in place and not many other methods, and you have everything in place, there is very little chance that you will make money the same day, especially if you're starting from scratch, right?
yeah, if you're starting from scratch, there's
Or
no chance. Yeah,
or you're offering services. When you offer services, that's always possible to make same day profits. But here, you're not trading your time for money. Here, you're building something passive. So maybe in 2 weeks, it's good. It's good speed, right? It's really good speed. Let's be honest. So in 2 weeks, they can see
yeah,
some profits, and this time next month it's going to be 3 times more, etc., and just increase, and they can build many of these income streams as they want and traffic streams. And so basically, that's how it works. It's fully scalable. There are many options what to do with it. You can flip it. And it's a whole business model that can be side business and can be full time business, right?
exactly. Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome to hear. So, good job on that. I've been looking for something like this to recommend to my people for a long time. It's a good strategy. And I wanted to ask you. Actually, we did discuss the prices. What are people getting on the front end? Except the strategy, and that's it. Is there any additional something?
So I'm including on the front end, you're getting the pretty much the case study, including the details on the 60
Awesome,
to
awesome.
80,000. But you're also getting, the full instructional
Hmm.
step by step how to set this up.
Great.
So So results are included. Now on OTO1, I do have an even further in-depth case study that includes a lot more, and it also includes two more videos that teach what I call the passive sales system, how I'm making even more money on the side with this traffic that
Hmm.
is outside the initial method. And I'm also including the what I call the profit multiplier method, where if you have a winning pin on Pinterest, I show you how to actually make more money with it by using paid ads. So I have all that
Oh,
training
okay.
in the OTO1. So it's a really good OTO1. It's basically and more advanced stuff and make more money through different ways. And then OTO2 is the done for you pack. So I include a bunch of stuff that's a lot of the setup work in the beginning. I call them 5 blog profit packs where I have
Hmm.
5 different niches you could start with, includes viral article topics, even SEO researched keywords for bonus traffic, graphics, and a few other things to really help you get started on the right foot.
Hmm.
So you don't have, it saves you on research, it saves you on, uh, you know, time. It's just a
Yeah.
really helpful OTO that I try to put. And I only have 2 OTOs. I don't like when people have like, 10 OTOs.
Yeah.
Uh, so I'm happy with the funnel, and honestly, it's very inexpensive. You can get everything for under $100, the whole funnel. So as I said, this is extremely inexpensive, and it's so legit. It's so great. I'm very proud to be releasing this. Um,
How much is the first OTO
it's going to be 37,
and the
and then the
second?
second one is 47. So they're
Okay.
very low priced. They're
Yeah,
not like
definitely.
ridiculous, like 140.
Under $100 the whole funnel if they
Yeah,
want to.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good price. That's a good price. Um, are you sure all the affiliates will like that?
Yeah, I think they will. I
Well,
think everyone will be happy, affiliates and customers. Yeah.
that's what I also think. I think that some affiliates really don't care about the customers and they want this funnel from hell with 10 upsells. And each upsell has a downsell, and each downsell has a second downsell or a different upsell, and it's going down. It's crazy. And some affiliates, like me, I like to keep it simple. Not only because okay, maybe in the short term it will make me less money, these smaller funnels, but they make more sense. They are much easier. My customers will stick around for a while, for longer, and your customers as well. And it just makes
Right.
sense. There's no need to push all those endless upgrades, OTOs, just for to make a quick buck. And we know a few people in the industry that do this on a all the time, every single launch, and it's a problem. Happy to see that
Yeah,
you and I are on the same mindset of being
of
ethical,
course.
being yeah, that's great.
I like to test stuff and make sure it works. I mean, I don't want to launch the same rehash thing every single time. It's not
Oh
helping
yeah,
anyone. So.
that definitely makes your method different these days. Especially you're launching on JVZoo, right?
Yep, so we're launching on JVZoo on Saturday at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern. It's when people could pick this up if they're interested. It's going to be early bird for the first 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then price is going to go up to 17 by the end of day 4. But after that, it's going to 47 for 2 weeks and then 147 after that. So
Mm-hmm.
people will really want to get in on the ground floor and get it for the lowest price.
Okay. That's actually a gem. I don't know about JVZoo, but I know that most Warrior Plus products that are launching out there are either rehashed or based on not real results. So it's refreshing. If you would launch on Warrior Plus, you would you should get like deal of the year or something like that. Because
I
but
know.
yeah, definitely but JVZoo is a whole different game. But still, it's a good product. It's ethical. It's honest. It's simple. It's passive. Only good things, right? Obviously, in the review itself, I'll say what I think and everything once I finish reviewing it. But from what I see so far, from what I saw, from our interview, from knowing our relationship, so I know this is going to be a good one. Definitely going to be a good one. We discussed
Thank
the
you, Tom.
OTOs, the entire funnel for under $100. I it's a good. It sounds like a good deal, right? Um, and you're good, all good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And before we wrap this interview up, is there anything you want to tell my peeps, man? If you want to tell them something, whether or not they will buy, some kind of advice.
I mean, look, there's all these products promising, fast traffic out there or, make so much money and this isn't hypey, I mean, like that at all. This is like, look, I have the proof. I had 80,000 visitors in the last 30 days and I'm showing you exactly how to do that. Um, it doesn't get any, in my opinion, more straightforward than that. I mean, this is, sorry, I'm a little tired, but
Cool.
it's basically this is what's finally going to get you that traffic. I mean, I promise you that I'm using this in my own business. I'm scaling it into a full-time income. And you need this traffic. I mean, if you don't know how to drive traffic in this method, you don't have that power to kind of just start getting traffic instantly in almost any niche. So I mean, I think it's very important for people to see the power of this out there. I mean, there's never been another product like this. So,
Yeah.
uh, I hope they see the value. I hope you guys see the value in that this is going to really actually help you. I have the proof. So
Yeah.
that's it. I mean, it's as straightforward as it gets. Look, this works. Look, I'm using this.
Yeah. But it's not what I meant. What I meant is kind of a piece of advice, kind of like a parting gift. Like whether or not they buy, is there something you can tell people that will help them? Something you believe in. Usually people say something about their strong values when it comes to online marketing or something like that.
I'm not sure I follow what you want me to
So,
say, but
for example, on the last interview, the guy who I was interviewing said he basically gave a lot of advice about keep going, not giving up. And the one before that said that they should be testing more and always test.
oh, so some motivational type advice.
Doesn't
Okay.
have to be motivational. It can be even practical. I had practical, just something that
Oh, I
whether or
see.
not they will buy. Yeah.
Okay. Um, well, so I say that in terms of the advice, part of what I said before is included, saying like, if someone else has done it, then there's no reason you can't do it. The proof is here. This works. I stumbled upon this. I wasn't some expert with this. This is just a simple thing I set up and I stumbled upon. So, my advice is go through the content and just follow the content because it's really that simple. There's no way to fail with this except not to take action. So take action, follow the videos, keep on the course, and in a few months you'd be very amazed at what kind of progress you've had, and you're gonna feel like you finally understand how to make not only passive income online but make a living
Hmm.
online. So
And this basically applies to anything that they will pursue, right? Uh, don't stop. Follow the content of whatever they pursue. Follow the content, and their life will change in a few months because we know that there is a problem. It's a problem everywhere all the time, which is people find something, buy something, follow something, stop following it, and then after a few months they look back and they said, "Wow, I wish I would have followed this. Where would I be today?" You know. Um, so I think your advice applies
exactly.
not
Yeah.
only to your content, it applies to, everything that they do, everything that they buy. So definitely. So thank you so much, man. It's such a pleasure to have you here. Really, lots of fun, great chat. And for anyone who's still watching this, probably a cricket or something. We're 23 minutes in. But anyone who's still watching this, you can find below this the review, bonuses, my advice, everything that you need is there. Okay, upgrades, everything. Okay, so thank you very much. And I'm wrapping this interview up by mother.